Welcome back to the Jeremy Womack Show. Hopefully you can hear me now.
We're seeing levels now.
We're seeing levels now. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got confirmation that they can hear the music.
Aha, see, I knew it.
Something, but that's okay.
Here just went wacky.
And when we try to change the game, these are things that we have to. These are growing pains, but that's okay. I'm not sweating it. It just things that happen.
We'll just know next time we never play with the headphones right before we start the show.
Don't touch the headphones, regardless
for some reason
of their buzzing noises. Okay. So this is the Jeremy Womack Show. It is alltalkradio.net. Thank you for tuning in today. It's normally live at 105, but it's technically 117 now, I guess.
Something like that.
Something like that. And we were talking about how cool George's shirt is. and it was 25 cents.
And the monkey shirt.
And my monkey shirt.
And you started getting into the headphones.
Right. So that's how it kind of segued. I wore this shirt specifically to talk about these cool headphones. And first, let's talk about this. I have gotten a lot of people asking where I get my shirts from.
Yeah, you have a lot of, if they really seen mine, I think they would really like mine, though, too.
Maybe I should wear that one tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe I'll just give this to you. You take it home, wash it up, bring it in, wear it.
I'm not even going to wash it.
You would want my sweat on it because, I'm just cool that way.
That's right. I would sell it with your sweat.
Oh, yeah, and people would buy it probably.
So... Sweat stains and all, and the rips in the sleeves.
And don't forget the rips in the sleeve, and there's also one in the back. Yeah, actually, I swear, this is the way it came.
It was the worn look you said.
Yeah, it must have been either that or people trampled all over it, and they figured they might sell it for a quarter then. And I just thought it was a worn look, and thought, wow, that's kind of.
Were there any other shirts there that were a quarter
that looked like this? There was absolutely none.
So you're a trailblazer.
I am a trail
with your clothing and everything else.
Everything I do is just totally off and
I understand.
Out there.
It's cool. This particular shirt, there's a guy on YouTube. His name is Philip DeFranco. He has the Philip DeFranco Show, and it's a pretty good show. It's Monday through Thursday. He talks about news and all that. You can find it on YouTube. He has a shirt company, which I've always wanted to do myself, is have a shirt company. But in the shirt companies, you can go to forhumanpeoples.com. There's his little plug.
Human Peoples. I think I've heard of that before.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of different types of shirts there, a lot of different designs. But this one in particular I like because the monkey is kind of his trademark. Back in the day,
monkey.
Well, the reason is because back in the day when he started his show, we'd always had this poster of a monkey behind him when he was doing a show.
Okay.
And it looked very similar to this. Well, everyone loved it, and that became kind of the trademark of the show. And so then now there's this shirt with this image on it. And, I like the fact that it had headphones on it because I've done radio before and kind of cool like that.
And again, now
I'm wearing it.
You got headphones on, and so does your monkey.
I don't have glasses, though. I should get glasses.
Here, try these on quick.
These are the ones that George wears.
I never take off
every day.
Very rarely.
And I didn't even have to go, let me see your glasses. Oh, wow, look how blind you are. No. So now I'm set.
Right there. You
but here's the thing. I don't want you to feel
out of place.
Out of place and uncomfortable.
Right. Okay.
So there you go. So now you know what George looks like behind there. No hat, with glasses, a goatee, and sparse hair.
Yeah. Well, let's call it hair that's repopulated.
Okay. Did you do that? Did you go through that repopulation
No, I'm
plan?
thinking about it, though.
Okay.
Shaving it off my butt. And
that's a good idea.
Doing it myself.
Sure. Why not? Who was going to sew it into your head for you?
I'll do that, too.
Wow.
I mean, I'm an innovator. I just take over myself, and I figure, there's a new way of doing this. It's got to be.
Of course. So now to this shirt. Oh, another place. So the one I was wearing yesterday is from a company called Imagination Foundation. Imaginary Foundation. 1 2. Sorry. Anyway, it's really cool. There's this guy that does these videos. They're very profound, and he talks about the universe, talks about... I think that you would like them, George. In fact, I'm going to send you some of them. It'll lighten you up a little bit.
The T-shirts?
Well, not the T-shirts. The videos that he does, but he does it with this company. I originally found it... there was this one shirt that I absolutely love, and if you wear a shirt often enough, you can't keep wearing the shirt because it's not that it's not in style. It just gets worn.
You mean like my 25-cent shirt?
Like your shirt, and you just...
It looked this way from day one. It was
great
about it.
But there are some shirts that you wear a lot and you're just like
Right.
frustrated because you're like, I can't wear it
Yeah.
anymore because I've overworn it because it's just not.
That's like I wasn't even gonna wear this one in today. I actually had something else,
Okay.
but I just threw this one on for
It
whatever
works for
reason.
you. It works
Yeah.
for you. You know,
It's
it's
got one
cold.
stripe down to one side and not the other.
I didn't notice that you said it right now. So the one I wore yesterday was from that as well. Anyway, so back to this shirt.
Right. So
Okay.
you can get to the headphones too.
And get
'Cause
to
I'm
the
curious
headphones.
about the headphones.
So these headphones, again, since you didn't hear me before, they come in this really cool little case.
That
They're
looks like an old shaving kit I had.
It does. I think you could use this little bag for
Shaving kit.
toiletries and
Right.
stuff. Yeah. But they are Rock Nation Skull Candy headphones. I said procured them
That's what you
before,
said,
right?
yes.
Okay. When I was invited to the re-grand opening of Body English Nightclub,
I wasn't invited.
you were not invited. I,
That's my
I
shirt, I
apologize.
think.
It was a rather interesting night, and I will don't let me forget to talk about how the night went. So
Okay.
I'll talk about these first. But while in my room, they went to everybody's room that was invited. Because when you were invited, not only did you get to go to the club,
You got the VIP status.
you got the VIP status. You got a room. It
Right.
was really cool.
You get a bottle service, I'm sure.
No bottle service.
No?
Well, I didn't go down to the club. I just stayed in my room all night.
Oh, okay.
I think I was supposed to go down to the club.
And the headphones were there waiting for
This
you.
no, this is the only reason I knew how it arrived, because I think what they were trying to do is, while you were in the club, deliver the headphones to your room,
right.
and then when you got back, there would be this. It came in a big white box and it looked with a
Nice.
ribbon on
All
it.
prettied
Yeah,
up
it
and
wasn't
that.
just like these thrown on the bed,
Oh, cool.
So it was really cool, really nice. Thank you, Hard Rock and Body English, for providing that and inviting me. And so the really cool thing about these headphones, in which I wanted to wear, and now maybe
They're
I'll be able to.
Gold.
They're gold and brown, and I wear these
They look very retro.
kind of right.
Yeah.
So I wear these often, when I go flying.
You fly?
When I go, to LA on a plane or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I'll wear these, and when I'm walking down
right.
the
You don't wear them in Disneyland down Space Mountain or anything, right?
because they have their own little sound system.
Okay.
Play rock music while you're doing
Well,
it.
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
pretty cool. You haven't been, so you don't know.
I
I'm
have
trying
no
to. I'm
clue.
trying to.
I know
show
there's a
with
Space
you.
Mountain. That's about all.
Yeah,
And
it's
happy
one
little
that-
munchkins
it's a-
dance around or something. Is that the spot?
No, there's no munchkins.
No. That's right. That's Willy Wonka.
That's Willy Wonka. No, they're Oompa Loompas, not Munchkins. There's a difference.
That's right. That's Wizard of Oz.
It's Munchkins are the Wizard of Oz. Get your story straight.
I'm
sir.
trying here.
All right. So the cool thing is about these neat little headphones, and we might be taking more time on this than really needed, but I really would like to talk about these because I like the story kind of behind it. Anyway, look at that. So they
Actually,
unfold
make a snapping noise.
and make a snapping noise. They're very soft, and here's a really cool thing about it. If you can see that, it's Body English on the headphone itself.
Yes, it does.
So the other cool thing about these is there's not a lot of people that have these headphones. I mean, they might have ones that look like
So
this.
these are kind of a limited edition.
I think so. I mean, they say Body English on them, so
Right.
it's it's for the nightclub. So and I can change this out. I can pull this out and put something else in there,
Well, that's kind of fancy there.
isn't it?
I
Because
like
if I want a
that.
longer
I've
cord,
never seen that.
yeah, so I can pull that out, and then it has a volume thing on this, which unfortunately,
Doesn't work any longer.
well, it doesn't work any longer because at one time I was dating someone that had child, and I was allowing them to use these headphones.
Oh, yeah.
And just because I'm a nice guy, and
Were they chewed on or something?
I think chewed or something, and it's very unfortunate because you could do the volume up, volume down, and that just doesn't work anymore. So thank you to who has the child that did this to my headphones. Anyway, but I wanted to wear these today, and they weren't working properly. Hence why there was an issue at the beginning because
Of
we were
the
trying to
show.
get them to work. But no. But okay, so that's the story behind these headphones. Really cool. It's one of those little things that you kind of get when you're in the media field, I guess, is
Right.
that they want you to come
Little
to
swag things they give
yeah, I mean, they say they invite you to events. In fact, there was an event I could have gone to, which was the opening of the El Loco.
That's a crazy place.
Well, it's a crazy roller coaster, and
Oh.
it's a new.
You like roller coasters?
I
right?
love roller coasters.
I can't stomach them.
Really?
Yeah, I can't get on a roller coaster. I'd probably have a heart attack, maybe.
Well, we don't
I
want you
think.
to have heart attacks. That's for sure.
I'm not sure. Maybe if I had some nitro with me and could be revived at the bottom in case it did happen,
Then,
then there's a possibility I might
Okay.
try one.
well, if you saw this video for this roller coaster, you probably would not want to ride it,
Then I
given
would,
what you said.
just by you telling me this, I would not want to ride it.
The name is El Loco,
Well, right.
so the crazy.
Yeah.
It seats 4 people, 4, I believe, in each little car,
Okay.
and the way that it moves is nuts. It's upside down. I mean, you're upside down going for a little bit, and then you go right into a dip, and then I think it has some loops in it.
So
too.
not only are you just going up and down like a regular coaster, I mean, this thing's just spinning and twirling. Yeah.
So imagine if you're going up and down, and then all of a sudden it kind of goes into like a little corkscrew,
well, that's great.
and then now you're hanging upside down, and
Or
then
throwing up on people down below you.
you could do that too.
I would.
I think that you should do the ride then,
Yeah.
just to do that.
And I would have some people I don't like standing in that specific spot because I know it would be coming their way.
You would say, make sure you stand
Right here. I want to wave to you as I'm going by.
and that's when I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, pretty much. Make sure I eat a lot.
A lot of what?
What do they have there to eat? Where are we talking about? Where's this place at?
Circus at the
Circus.
Adventure Dome.
Well, then I'll get a lot of hot dogs or whatever they have there. You know, 'cause-
Nachos.
Nachos. There you go.
Nachos would do it. I think.
Right. And better coating that way,
Yes.
too.
So what happened with that is that I've fortunately been basically a media outlet for quite a while with the websites I have and all that. And so they said, hey, come down. I couldn't make it, but they still send me photos and videos and stuff. So if you go to the Travelivery YouTube page, I just posted the El Loco video that they had sent me. It's basically like a sizzle reel, so you can see
I'll go check it out.
what it
I wanna
looks
see
like.
this.
If we had a cool little chat room, George, I could put that link in here.
We do.
It kind of. People would have to go to
that,
the
yeah.
Ustream one, so maybe we could get that in the future.
I can put it on here and send it out to the Facebook, and you can share it right over. We'll have to figure out how to
We'll
do
have to
this.
figure out how to do
because
that.
it is possible.
Yeah, because being able to post links and stuff like that would be really.
I did yesterday.
convenient.
I
Did you?
actually posted the
Well, I
All
saw
Talks.
that.
Yeah, so you
but
can click.
But I went to it, but I didn't really see.
Didn't work.
I didn't think so.
Oh wow, I'll have to go recheck.
We'll check it out. But if you go to Travelivery on YouTube, it's TRAVELIVERY. Type that in, you'll see the El Loco video, and it's a crazy ride. And I think everybody should go on it, especially George.
Especially me.
I'm going to make sure he has
Full
lots
of nachos.
Nachos. Okay. So, see all these little anecdotes I'm adding about being in media. So it's really cool. I mean, we were mentioning earlier today about people wanting to come on board with All Talk Radio and having a show. It's kind of one of the little perks of doing this type of work is that people want you to talk about what they
Their
have.
stuff.
And because of that, they say, hey, here, try this.
Yes, for free.
Free.
I've gotten tons, especially like at the CESs and stuff. When you go
Right.
out there, I'm a big gamer, so they're always handing me like new accessories for everything, and
Mm-hmm.
talk about this, tell them, show them this, show them that. Gotten a lot of, just a lot of stuff. I
Right.
just like to, not every single person out there they want to shower you with stuff, but the majority of them, if they have something they really want to get it out, you'll get it.
They'll put it in your hands, and
Yeah.
they'll want you to use it and then talk about it and all that. So I could have gone to this media event and ridden the ride.
That's like I got these here.
Oh, you've got some.
I got some Garnier glasses.
Well, what
But
did you say?
what happened-
Did you say Garnier?
Garnier. But what happened was here, they're actually stress free. So in your eyes, they are actually, but they're bent a little bit because one of the board ops that was working here kind of stepped on them.
Wow, you have some nice people.
Yeah, they weren't too bright, and I kept them inside the thing, and they actually stepped. So I got to send them back and get them fixed. They're like $200 glasses.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you got them for free
For
because
free.
you have your radio show.
Yep.
So when you guys are out there, if you're watching, thinking of if you'd like to do a show or not, these are like kind of the little perks of it is you get freebies sometimes. It's not all the time, but it's enough where it kind of makes it worthwhile.
Yeah, it does. I mean, and some of the things you get, you'll be like totally amazed at. I've gotten, the station's gotten 4 or 5 laptops given to us, just to say, hey, look, when you're out there, mention that you use these laptops.
Sure.
When you're doing your stuff, take them out on your when you're out doing your remotes or whatever, or just to mention to anybody that, this is what I use.
Right. And the difference with what All Talk is compared to your regular terrestrial radio, which would be, here in Vegas, a KLUC or Mix 94.1 or something,
Right.
is that, yes, they can go out around the world, but mostly they're geared towards local audience. And that's fine. But, you could have a show about anything here. And the difference being it's like, because it's a brokerage, do you want to explain that?
Yeah, brokerage is actually where you come in and you make your own show up,
Right.
whatever concept you like. You bring it to us, and you give us money for that show. You pay us to produce it for you and do all the fun stuff, and you've got all the rights to it, and you retain every right to it and everything like that. So you essentially have a place to come in, sit down, and do a radio show and not have to worry about getting hired.
Right.
Because a lot of people have the misconception out there that you go to a radio station, you get hired, and all of a sudden you're your own personality. Well, first of all, good luck trying to get hired.
And the other side to that is that even though you do get hired, you're not paid a lot of money.
No, DJing is not a lot of money.
It's not a lot of money, and you're mostly doing it because of the little perks that come with the job. People knowing who you are. You get invited to special events and stuff. So you get a nominal fee, and then you get all the
little
perks with
perks,
it.
right? Yeah.
So
and the whole thing that goes with that too, though, is that you're at their whim of what they want you to do and say. Supposing you get on the air and you've got a personality you would like to be, and they're like, no, well, we don't like that. We're paying you. This is what we want you to do. Shut up with this. Don't talk about
do exactly what they say.
Yeah. And with this, you've got the right to do anything you pretty much want to do.
Right.
I mean, you can't come on here and show your boobies or anything.
No.
Well, you can if you put in tassels.
Yeah.
Tassels, maybe.
You mean tassels?
Tassels. I don't know. I toss them up and down, so I call
Have
them
you
tassels.
mentioned that to any of the show hosts that they can do that as long as they have the
I
tassels?
have not, because we do have a show here that has a problem with keeping hers in her shirt at times.
Do we mention the show?
Oh, we can
Give
if you
her a
want.
plug?
You
Yeah.
want? It's up to you. It's your show.
Yeah. So if you go listen to Lauren Jennifer Gates,
I hate him, but I date him.
I hate him by name. What is the time?
Thursday at 4.
Thursday at 4 p.m.
Right.
Sometimes it can get rather
Crazy.
crazy.
She's crazy.
And here's the other thing: if you've watched the show before,
Right.
you watched it on that camera that was over there. That was a little bit pixelated. But this one
Yeah.
is pretty clear, and you might see something that you get surprised by.
This is going to be the first time we run it for her this week, so
Oh.
we may see something that I may have to, just like reach my hand over and do one of these little jobs.
You're not prepared yet to go away from the shot.
Yeah,
So.
there will be a time when we can do that, just not right this minute.
So make sure you watch and listen to her show while you can.
Right.
So you might be able to see that.
Get a peek.
Exactly.
She was an ex-Playboy bunny, so
That's why, and she's very open.
yeah.
That's a good
She
word.
enjoys. She's not crazy. She's not. Yeah, she just has fun.
She just has fun, exactly. But the cool thing with that is that she and STEM Radio and myself, we can come on here and do whatever we want, and whatever we think that our audience will like, that's what we get to talk about. Like today, I've mentioned it. If you've been here, this is now the third day. Where I see the show going and what I'm doing this week is just kind of getting back in the groove, because it has been about 3.5 years since I've even been on the air. So I and George has agreed with me that this was a good way to go about it. Just kind of, wing it, get back in the groove, get used to a camera staring at me the whole time, because that didn't happen before we get into next week. And like I said, I've got a lot of people that would like to come on next week and do interviews. I might start off just doing one per show.
Maybe I should wear the shirt again next week when the hot
you
chicks come in.
definitely should wear that shirt. I will let you know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. Maybe I shouldn't let you know. I'll just surprise you.
But see, then you'll surprise me, and I won't be in my best 25-cent shirt.
This shirt you should always just have here.
As a backup,
As
quick
a backup.
throw
So
on.
if you see the hot girl come in,
Right,
then you change into your
oh, no,
25
get her out of here. I got to get the.
I have to change into my
Right.
America 25-cent shirt.
Yeah.
The one stripe on the side.
And you notice it's not even centered.
It isn't centered at all. I don't think it was really a weathered shirt. Basically, what happened was someone screwed up on the printing, and
they just sent it out.
They called it weathered. They're
Yeah.
like, just make it 25 cents.
Yeah, maybe that's where the rip came from. They were like really mad and upset. Like, you're gonna sell this crap?
Someone will buy it.
Right. And I did.
And you did.
I looked at that. I thought, how unique.
And, they probably had bets on it too.
And they did, probably, I'm sure. In the back. They selling that for a quarter. Someone probably won $100.
I think so. I would have bought it just to get $100. So coming on a station like this is really cool. And if you have a concept about something, maybe you're very knowledgeable in a particular area, sports, boxing, you're a psychic, I don't know, you do psychic readings, all sorts of different things that you happen to be good at, you can come out here and do that. And the other cool thing is that maybe you have a business. Maybe you have a business that you like to promote. There are a lot of network marketing things out there.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be a good field for that, because then you could take callers via Skype only, right? Or regular phone?
We have Skype and landline.
Okay,
regular
Skype
lines.
and landline.
Voice.
What?
Voiceover. IP.
VoIP.
Yeah. Okay. I just couldn't get VoIP out.
VoIP, okay. So you can do Skype and landline and talk to people on the air,
right,
and discuss your products, discuss all sorts of things. So, and the reason I bring all that up is because people have asked, why did you start up the show again? What's the difference now of what it was before? And so I get to explain.
Besides the camera in your face,
right? You didn't remind me that I'm supposed to
talk
about
your,
yeah. Okay.
Hey,
yeah,
you're supposed to talk about that the
thing.
other part. Of
sure.
Thing.
Thanks.
There.
I'll remember myself from now on.
Yeah, because
I don't need your help.
You ain't gonna get it, because I'm like mindless at times. I forget.
I know.
When I wear this 25-cent shirt, I am just like, I feel like I'm above everybody else, and I just forget about everybody else but me.
That's understandable.
I mean, I just feel classy. That's
very classy. Yeah. At some point, and people are gonna want to see this shirt.
I'm sure they will.
We're talking about it.
You know something though? I was talking about the show though. I'm actually going to do a little promotion thing.
Okay.
We're going to give away a show.
Really?
We are going to give away one show. And this is one of the things I started kind of today that you shared. I'm actually going to I want people to start rallying around, find people that they find or of themselves that have got talent, total talent. I mean, I want somebody to come in here and blow us all away.
Right.
Come in here, whether it be male, female, it doesn't matter. But I want them coming with kind of an original idea, but have the voice to talk and the personality and everything. And we're going to scout around, and we're going to give away one free show to someone once a week that really wants it.
You guys have to have a really cool concept, though.
Yeah, has to be something. I want it unique. Okay, if you're going to talk about rapping, I want it to be unique, though. I don't want just bringing in every new artist that's out there pumping them on the streets, or
sure.
I want it to have some kind of twist, something special,
right?
Or if you're going to talk about politics, let's not just get to regular old Democrats, Republicans. I want there being something special to it.
The reason to give it away for free is to drive more traffic to All Talk.
Right.
So if it's not original,
then it's not going to do us no good.
They will go, well, I've heard this before.
Right.
So if you're just parroting something that Rachel Maddow says, or
blimp ball.
What? Blimp lush ball. Blimp lush ball.
That's what I call it.
What's the guy on Fox News? Bill O'Reilly or something like that. If you're just parroting that stuff, probably not good. But if you've watched those, and maybe you have a true balanced approach,
right?
Then and you go, well, I can take what Rachel has said, and I can take what Bill said, and I can give you something different. So that might be something in the political arena.
I would okay, give them an idea. Okay, so maybe someone comes out there and they have an idea for a talk show about politics, but it's a hot chick and she's a stripper.
Oh yeah, well,
something with a twist to it.
Sure,
something that has a little bit, that they're not coming in, stuff suited or whatever. If it's for that part, I don't want to see what you would normally see for that particular.
For an audience too that would look at it and say, hey, this person isn't what we'd expect to see
doing
but
this.
Here's what they're speaking about, and they have knowledge about this topic.
Or a hip hopper coming in dressed in a suit, something.
Change the game.
Change the game, exactly right. Make it a little different.
I like that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be they get one show per week.
Per week, yeah.
And indefinitely, or what?
We'll probably
As long
put,
as it's a
we'll
good
probably-
show? Or?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll probably put it down for a 3-month contract.
Okay, there you go.
But anything after that, if it's working out well, we're all meshing great in that, I think we could talk and keep it going for a long period of time.
Cool. You know, and what I have seen yeah, on a lot of stations and stuff is, you know, I have no qualms with religion. I just don't see another side of that.
Or if they have, you know, I've seen a lady, and I mean, not that I'm promoting this, but I actually seen a lady that was out preaching, and she had her areolas at the top sticking out while she was preaching.
Okay.
This is what she did.
Sure.
Now, what she did was, I mean, you know, whether you believe that or not doesn't matter, but she drew the attention to what she was talking about.
Right.
You know, she put it in a different level.
Right.
You know, and everybody's like talking about, oh wow, do you see this woman showing her breasts while she's talking about? I mean, we can't do that here.
Right. But then you still heard her message.
But you heard, yeah. But the whole thing is that she figured a new way of doing it. You know, she
Right.
got past the part of what normally you would not do.
Right.
And got the message to a lot of different people.
I like the concept.
Yeah.
I like it.
A great concept.
So if somebody wants to do a show like this,
Right.
how do they go about telling you the idea and hopefully getting on board?
Well, what I have actually done was I put an ad out earlier on Facebook. I'm mostly going towards Facebook and Twitter people.
Okay.
So what would you do is if you see it on the Facebook or here on YouTube,
Right.
Obviously you can drop me a note down. You know, down below just make a comment or something.
Okay.
And you can send your information to alltalkradio@gmail.com.
alltalkradio@gmail.com.
Or go on Facebook if you're on YouTube and you're not a friend of mine. Friend me at George Carson. You know, Facebook/George Carson.
Right.
And inbox me.
Sounds good.
Twitter me at All Talk Radio.
Twitter you.
Twitter me. Tweet me. I broke
you.
my tweeter.
Something.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing and broke it.
So those are many different ways that you can get in contact with George and to have a show. And, you know, maybe you've had a show somewhere else and they didn't exactly let you do what you wanted to do. There's another way too. But, you know, I think a good show is important, but I also, like George was saying, you know, going after people that have Facebook and Twitter, because these are very good promotional tools. And if you have a good following of that too, make sure you let them know. Let them know how many Twitter followers you have,
Right.
how many friends you have on Facebook. And so he knows that, okay, it's going to be, you know, worth it to give free time to this really cool show, and they have a good following, and it's going to drive more traffic to the station.
Right. So you're essentially going to be getting something that you want.
Right.
You're bringing. I know that you've got an audience that would be happy to hear what you're saying, probably.
Right.
Because if you've got a big following on Twitter or a big following on Facebook or both, you know, they're more apt to come and listen to you. You
Right.
know, and if you've never even done it before.
Right.
You know, so that helps get your word out, helps get your show out a little bit more. You know, they know where you're coming from. Obviously, you get up on the video, you get up on the YouTubes and all the other fun stuff.
Right.
So it's kind of a win-win. You know, and we get some new content.
And here's the cool thing about what All Talk is all about. We're very transparent over here. Okay. So if you just heard that basic 10 minutes of what this is all about, what it would have been on another station is free
Yeah.
radio show, da 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 da, and
All for you.
all for
Only
you,
you.
only you, and nothing else, and you're the best. You're getting from us why we're doing it,
Right.
because there's a
We're
there's
an
a-
honest pay. You
there's
know,
a method behind the
right.
madness.
And as you come in, I don't want to deceive anybody.
Sure.
As they are coming in to do a show, they will see the back workings of how stuff really goes on.
Right.
And they'd be like, "Oh, wow. Well, you know, I thought it was this." No, you're actually getting what we're promising you.
Right.
You know, but we want you to in turn bring to us.
Right.
It's a a win-win both ways.
That's right.
And you know, you're not paying for your show when you come out to Vegas. Or a lot of places anymore, you find out it's brokerage, which we talked about earlier. You
Right.
pay to do your stuff,
Right.
You know, or you get hired at a radio station, and a lot of radio stations do not hire.
And again, like we were talking about before, getting hired at the station, it's not all it's cracked up to be, man. I mean,
No, it's not.
You can do that, and it's just the game has changed. Many of the stations that you listen to now, they don't even have DJs. It's just a computer that's playing the music and plugs in the different songs. So
Right.
even though you think it is live, it's not. It's a pre-recorded show, and maybe the DJs aren't being paid like
Some
they
of the
should be.
DJs are not even in this town.
No.
they're piped in from other states.
Yep.
And they're like, "Hi, good morning in Las Vegas. You're in Seattle."
Look at you doing your radio voice.
Yeah. But another good thing about this is there's opportunity for them to make money during their show.
That's correct, because you'll have advertising
Yes.
spots. So there's going to be probably about 2 or 3 probably a 2-minute commercial breaks in your show that you can go and sell ad space. Somebody wants to be a part of what you do, and maybe they want to sponsor the whole entire show.
Right.
They can do that too. So there's lots of different options in which, if you have a widget that you're selling, you do that. Maybe you're an author, you want to sell your books, you do that. So there's a lot of different.
Or maybe
things.
you're flat out, like we said earlier, a stripper, and you got a place you strip at every
I
night.
think George just wants a stripper here. You know what I have found though? I had a business idea in the past to help promote strippers to give them another revenue avenue.
Right.
When they weren't dancing, because when they're not dancing, they're not making money.
Right.
So I presented it to different dancers and the idea, and as much as they loved it, they wanted to be on the down low. They didn't want people to know that what they did.
Well, see, I guess that's why when I say about the stripper, it's more of, I don't want her coming in here stripping, obviously.
Of course not.
What I want her to do is, if she would do this, male, female, they're male strippers, come in and talk about life in general. So people, because a lot of people start to, oh, strippers want to go see them, but they look at them in real life, they keep it on the down low because they're ashamed, or they're made to feel ashamed
your
for it.
objective with that is to transform the objectification of the dancer, male or female, as you just take your clothes off, to no, you have intelligence as well.
This is a smart person. They're holding their own radio show. They're not just in here talking about, oh, I shake my boobies at night, or I wear my Pinocchio pants and tell lies. I
didn't need the visual, man. Thanks.
But yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. Something in that concept. Okay. Something to just take something that people normally think that's not that way and make it so.
Right. I like it.
Thanks.
Now I have to go back to this really quick. So that was our little side note, promo to, my objective is to help George out. I know what I can do. I'm not saying I can do everything amazingly well. I'm just saying that
you've been a great help.
I try.
Really have.
Well, I just want to see my friends successful. That's my end game, is that, if my friends are successful around me, it just makes me happy.
Yeah, and you can be successful with that.
And successful as well.
Right.
They're,
and we can have strippers dancing all day in here.
Why not?
That's what I'm thinking.
You don't have a pole in here.
I can get
one of those.
Well, of course,
I think you need to get other things first.
Of course, it'll have a pad on it somewhere or something.
Of course.
Some kind of digital.
Have a GoPro.
Yeah.
Shooting down or something. So the side note to the Body English story, and I had never experienced it before. That's why I'm bringing it up. So I was sharing the room with a very, very cool person, and that cool person knows who they are. And
because they're cool.
And everyone knows how cool they are too. And we basically couldn't sleep because right next door to us apparently was the party room. Now, bear in mind, they call it dorm days.
So at the hotel or motel that night that you were staying at, the
hotel,
Hard
Rock, right?
Yeah. Now they were having a huge party next door.
Basically, what they do for dorm days is you party at the nightclub, which was Body English, and then afterwards you go up to it's one floor that they give away to all these different people, or you can get a room for yourself. So you partied all night and then you go to sleep, and or you party up there too and then you go to sleep. But that's why they call it dorm days. It's kind of like a college parties or whatever.
Like a frat sort of like thing going on.
Yeah, and almost like every door is open and you can go into whatever party you want up there and so on and so forth. Well, we just happen to be right next door to the very, very loud party room. Now, when I say very, very loud, I'm not joking. It's as if the headboard where we were sleeping was right next to the DJ's big ass speakers.
So it was actually like maybe your headboard was its own MP3 player just banging in your head.
if all you wanted to do was just be in your own room and listen to someone else's music, it would have been perfect. Aside from that, the rest of the night was awesome. we even got like breakfast tickets for the morning.
Oh, really?
At Mr. Lucky's.
Like a buffet or something?
No, it was Mr. Lucky's. It's their little cafe in there.
Okay.
Side note for Mr. Lucky's, if you don't know, there's a really cool special. A lot of locals know about it. It's called 777. That's what you say when you're there. And what you get is you get a steak. You get a salad first. You get a steak, and you get 3 shrimp on like a skewer.
Oh, really?
For $7.77.
Oh, so just saying that gets you that.
Yeah.
Simple.
It's not on the menu. It's not on the menu, so it's one of those secret menu things.
Oh,
But
see, and you know those things.
I know that's what I'm here for. I'm here to,
Travelivery.
yeah, Travelivery. Speaking of that, Travelivery as well. A couple of different things that I just posted before I came down here. I'm also going to post the El Loco video and pictures later if you want to go check it out. But you can go to vegas.travelivery.com. That is the Las Vegas news section of the site, and there's tons of stuff. And I just posted before I came out here a couple different pictures. Did you know that Snooki is in town right now?
She's here now with her kid.
I don't know if the kid's here. I would assume so.
Well, maybe not.
She's lost a lot of weight.
Has she?
Looks different. There's a bunch of pictures that I posted of her at the Magic convention. So it's Magic stands for Men's Apparel Guild in California.
And you know, when I first came out here, I actually thought it was magicians.
I know most people do.
Well, you would think.
Yeah, they would think that all there is magic tricks.
Yeah, like people, making dogs and stuff disappear.
The only magic trick that's there is the way that they get you to pay $50 for a 25-cent shirt.
Yeah,
that's the magic.
And see, I was smart enough to pay 25 cents for a 25-cent shirt.
You knew how to work the system.
I do it. I'm telling you. I tried to tune them down to at least 15, but they wouldn't have it.
They would not budge.
No, they wouldn't.
It had to be for 25 cents.
25 cents.
That's what they invested in it.
Right.
So Snooki is down there at the Magic convention. Apparently, she has a clothing line called Snooki Love by Nicole Pilizzi. I guess that's how you say her last name.
So why isn't she here pushing this?
You mean in here?
Yeah, in the studio.
I didn't invite her.
Well, see, you should.
Was I supposed to?
You should, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Tell Snooki to get her cookie down here.
Snooki to get her cookie.
That's what it should have been. Snooki cookie, or Snooki cookie apparel.
Snooki's cookie.
Snooki's cookies apparel. Yeah, cookie apparel. Could have been underwear for women.
Sure. Someone will come up with that.
Sure.
You just gave away an idea. Good job, George. Yeah. That stuff you have to keep in your back pocket and don't say it over the airwaves. Goodness. Now Snooki's going to jack your idea. Anyway, if you want to see photos of her at the Magic Convention by Eric Kabik, those are on the site. Also, Eric got some really cool pictures of Kristin Cavallari. I believe I'm saying her name right. She was on... what show is that?
Another reality show,
yeah,
I'm sure.
Back
How do you
in the
keep up
day.
with all the reality people? That's the problem.
That's my job. I know,
but
gotta
wow.
keep up with it.
I mean, you're amazing when you do that. See, I said the word amazing.
That makes me feel really good.
Yeah, see?
I try. How do I keep up with it all? Because I've become this media outlet, I could show you my email box. It's just ridiculous about the amount. And I have to go through it and say, what would readers want to hear and what may they not want to hear and post that. So I thought maybe they would want to hear about Kristin. She's launching her own shoe line. I think she actually has it with an apparel shoe company called Chinese Laundry. Have you heard of them before?
Chinese Laundry?
Right. If you go to some malls, you'll see stores.
Not that I
You know what's going to happen? Because I told you about that.
Right.
When you go, you're going to see it.
And I'm going to see Snooki's cookie band.
Probably.
Underwear apparel.
What's really cool about that is because when you see it, you heard me say it first, and then you'll think I'm super amazing because I know everything.
I never heard of this before.
Exactly.
Now
Jeremy
all of a sudden,
told
China
me.
Laundry.
Chinese. Not China Laundry. I think they're all actually from Australia, too.
That's great. That sounds about right.
Chinese Laundry.
Yeah.
Queens of the Stone Age, if you're a fan of them. There are some pictures that Eric shot of them on the site as well, and New Politics pictures there. So check those news posts out at vegas.travelivery.com. I'm really kind of proud of the way that the site's turning out. What's cool about it, too, is that you're going to be able to go to the site, and there's going to be a link right there that'll link them over to the JeremyWomackShow.com, which will also have this feed on it.
Right. I think somehow we should get you in to be able to start tagging your own stuff inside of the YouTube too, so you can put links and stuff in there.
I would love that.
Yeah, because I'm not exactly sure how to do that yet.
I know.
So I'm working on it, but
you either have to work on it, or you have to let somebody else do it.
Right. Yeah. Because keep in mind, you talked about your email box earlier. I would let you see mine too, but it's full of junk mail. That's mostly what I get.
Is that what you get? Penis enlargements and things like that.
Yeah, and I've tried every single one of them,
and they don't work.
No, they work. It's just I don't have nobody to use it on. So,
okay.
So they get large, and I just walk around the house, and I'm like, wow, that's big. But
and you're knocking over coffee mugs and stuff.
Yeah, and hit the chihuahua and turn around accidentally,
Well, I think maybe if that's true what you're saying, because I don't know, and I don't care to know, but you might get some people really emailing you now
Hopefully.
to do shows.
That's what I'm hoping for.
because
I don't need no more penis enlargement stuff for breast enlargement. I even tried the breast enlargement.
Did you?
It worked for a while.
And now
I
they've
lost
gone
weight.
down.
They shrunk.
Yeah.
Now I got to gain back.
You don't have to just the extra skin's not there though.
No, I'm not a BBM no more.
No.
Big beautiful male. No.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah, that's true. Do they have BBMs? Is that
I was one at one time. Yeah.
Is that a thing though, or did you just make that up?
Yes, I don't know.
I think you just made it up.
Probably.
Like Snooki's cookie.
A barrel.
Making stuff up. Jeez. You had me going, man. I really thought that there were BBMs out there. Also, on the vegas.travellivery.com site, you can see upcoming events that are coming into town. So,
totally cool site.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it, man. It's a labor of love, really. Mm-hmm. It is.
Well, you can tell. You can tell you take your time with it.
I want it to be taking the time of designing it the way I want it to look and
it has
feel.
A crisp, clean feel to it.
That's what I wanted.
When you move around it, it's simple. It's not complicated.
Right.
Tons of information and ways to get the information.
Right. And because I look at it from the perspective of the end user and when they land somewhere, because I've seen a lot of sites and I'm like, where do I go?
Some of them are wreck. I mean, I've seen beautiful sites, but I'm on there. I'm going, I'm just totally lost.
Right.
Where, I'm trying to find something real simple here.
Right.
And I can't figure out how to navigate this.
You don't even know how to search the thing if you want to.
No, you don't.
So there's those ones that are really beautiful that you don't know how to use, and then there's ones that are really busy that you don't know how to use. So I wanted to try and be in the middle of those two that had a little bit of beauty to it, but also something that you could really use and check out what you wanted.
There is such a thing as way too much stuff on your website.
Right.
I mean, I've been to sites and I look around like, I go there for something very simple and I'm looking going, okay, there's just way too much here to even try to figure this out just to where to go.
I did think of putting a Dancing Banana on the site, but it didn't go over very well. So no Dancing Banana. You have to go to some other site to see that. So what is today? Today is the 19th?
Today is the 19th.
Okay, so if you want to check out Sebastian Ingrosso, he's part of the Swedish House Mafia, I believe. He's going to be at Light Nightclub. If you're listening to this and you're coming into town, you're going to have Danny Avila at Hakkasan and Bassjackers. They're going to be at Light also. Danny will be at Hakkasan on the 20th, and Bassjackers will be at Light Nightclub on the 21st. Fergie, the DJ.
What is Hakkasan?
Hakkasan is at MGM.
Okay.
It's a mixture between a nightclub and a restaurant.
It's like a sushi restaurant or something?
I think it has Asian
cuisine
food,
or something. Okay.
Yeah. But it took over the old Studio 54 place.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
See, without me, it crashed.
I know.
I should have been there.
You should have been there. You could have helped him out. Fergie will be at Hakkasan. Porter Robinson will be at Marquee. These are all on the 21st.
Fergie from Black Eyed Peas?
No. Fergie the DJ.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to
yes.
Fergie
the DJ will be at Hakkasan. Porter Robinson at Marquee, Las Vegas. And Sake Bomb Fridays at Tao Nightclub. These are all on the 21st. Again, if you missed any of that, you can always go to vegas.travellivery.com and see those. If you need spelling of Travellivery, it's Travellivery. Hopefully I won't have to say that
every day.
Yeah, well, I'll have to do it for some time.
You know what I think? With the new thing coming up, we won't need to do that anymore.
Right. Let's hope.
Let's hope.
Yeah, because you could probably just...
Yeah,
I like that. See how we knew what we were talking about, but you don't?
Not yet, you don't.
You will, though. You will enjoy what's coming. Mm-hmm. Oh, here's something really cool. The show Shark Tank. You watch it?
I love Shark Tank.
Okay. They're having auditions.
Oh, they are?
Here in Vegas.
For inventors or people with products?
People with just ideas.
An idea?
Yeah, because I've seen...
What about my Snooki cookie pants?
No, but I think if you really wanted to pull it off and try and see about All Talk.
Well, really?
Why not?
You think they would want to invest in me?
It's a possibility. You'd have to relinquish some control.
Wow, that would be a tough one for me.
It would be, right? So if you are an inventor, if you have a business idea, if you want to be on Shark Tank will be here in Las Vegas on the 20th, starting at 3 p.m. Now, here's the thing. They're only going to take the first 500 applicants. So you're going to have to get in line and just wait. And if you think you're going to show up at 3 o'clock and get right in, I'm guessing...
Why don't they have it at the Mandalay Bay? Would that make more sense?
Well, because
By
there
the
is
Shark
no
Tanks there?
Mandolin Bay.
Don't they? There's no Mandolin Bay anymore down here?
No, there's a Mandalay Bay.
Okay, that spot. We'll go there then.
I don't know what the Mandolin Bay is. They're having it at the Silverton.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm sure the Silverton knew somebody in Shark Tank and said, well, let's have it here.
Right.
Okay.
I just figured, because the tanks being there with the sharks in it and all.
You would think that would be a good tie-in,
right.
but
Wow.
no, someone dropped the ball there. But here's the kicker. You're going to have to go to vegas.travellivery.com to get the application, because you have to download the application, fill it out, and bring it with you, because if you don't, they're not even going to talk to you. So you have to have that. Again, go to vegas.travellivery.com. There's a link there. You can download the application, and there's some information on the different sharks: Mark Cuban, Barbara Corcoran, Lori Grenier, Robert Herjavec, Damon John, and Kevin O'Leary. Those are all the
So they're
sharks.
all going to be there?
I don't think they're all going to be
I was
there.
going to say, that's just
No.
because even on the show, they're never all there at one
Right.
shot. They even had Paul Mitchell, I believe it was,
They did have Paul Mitchell.
on the one night, just
did.
filling in.
I think they do have those guest sharks coming,
Yeah.
so it's pretty cool. But, you can learn about the show if you've never watched it. I watch it on Hulu. I don't have cable. Screw you, cable
I don't
company.
either.
I have internet, and that's all I need.
That's all I watch. I watch YouTube's, Hulu's, Netflix. I don't cable. I've gotten rid of a long time ago.
I haven't had cable in my house for
Who
at
the hell
least
needs
7
it?
years. People that just want to, veg out, I guess. I mean, I understand the concept, because maybe you have kids and they want to watch
Right.
Disney Channel or things
But
like that.
once again, you can still do that with
Yeah,
your
that's
cable
true.
connection,
That's
because nowadays, for me, it's useless to be sitting in my house paying for something I'm not watching.
Right.
I only watch it when it's easy for me or my time.
And that's $70 a month.
Right. Yeah.
And you're not watching it. You're like, why did I just pay that?
Believe it or not, I used to pay. I had every channel they had and everything. I had like $300 and some a month just for
Wow.
my cable, and I was mostly working.
That's when you were a baller.
Yeah, you used to be at one time. Yeah.
Now it's 25 cents. Sure.
No, I actually bought this back then.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
You were trying to downplay the baller.
Yes. There you go.
So if you want to be on Shark Tank, go download the application, vegas.travellivery.com. Check it out. You'll find it in the most popular post page on the side. And also, if you want to see Shark Tank, you can go to hulu.com, just type in Shark Tank, and it'll pull up a bunch of episodes. Fantastic show. If you're an entrepreneur of any kind, you're going to want to see this show, because it gives you ideas too. That's the other
Right.
thing. Maybe you're not on the show, but you watch how these sharks just annihilate
Some people.
some
right?
people, but some of them are really in a frenzy to give them millions of dollars. I saw this thing. There is an application that you can get for your phone, okay, that will be able to turn your phone while it's taking a picture in 360 degrees, and what it uses is the gyroscope in the phone, and when your phone vibrates, it uses that, and it does it in short little bursts. And by doing that,
Just spin the phone.
yeah, and you just set the phone like this on the table, and by just little short bursts, it does this cool little
Ingenious.
360. I know, and the guy got like $1 million from the shark.
Some of the ones I've seen on there that I would like, wow. I'd be looking at them going, that's a cool concept. And they all of them be like, you know what? I'm not dumping a dime in this.
Right.
And some of the other ones, you would never think that they would, and they're just fighting over it.
I think it's because of them
Equity
not,
and things like
equity
that.
and them not. Some people have no sales, and then other people they go, I couldn't see that as a product, but you clearly show you have sales, so we're
you
gonna
could make
invest.
this something, right?
Exactly. How
Personality.
much time we got left?
We actually should be off the air now, but I stretched it a little bit.
I thank you because of what
because
happened
of our
earlier.
technical difficulty in the
Well, you
beginning.
let me know when. I can talk forever. I'm
What
sure.
we'll probably do is we'll probably wrap it up. We got 45 minutes in, almost 46,
Okay,
so
that
we
works.
can wrap it in. And
Well, thanks guys for hanging out with me today. If you came in at the beginning of the show and there was a little bit of a different thing, I apologize, but thanks for hanging out with me still. And we will see you tomorrow, same time, here on alltalkradio.net. 105, live at 105. That's what I like to say.
I'd love to get your feedback.
Love to get the feedback. Let me know if you guys let George and myself know if you might want to show. All right. Peace. Jeremy Womack Show. Bye.